Let's take a look at the chart action for Ethereum. Alright, so I'm on the 4-hour time frame right now, and here's what I'm looking at. We have these two trend lines set up like this. We have resistance, resistance, support, support. I was watching this triangle pattern, something like this. You could actually drag the trend lines going back even further, but I'm watching this triangle pattern, and it does look like we're breaking out to the upside. It also looks like the trend of declining volume is kind of breaking, and we're getting some green volume candles that are breaking to the upside. What I'm thinking is maybe dragging from the top to the bottom of this triangle, dragging this to the breakout, and I'm looking at a target of around, let's see, 2,928. So I don't know, as long as we're trending up, this is the level that I'm kind of targeting, and it kind of lines up with this resistance level over here. Let's go ahead and draw a horizontal line, something like this. This is another level that we could possibly look at for resistance, and this one is sitting around 2,886. If we zoom out a little bit, let's go ahead and delete this top trend line for now because we're pretty much breaking it. The other thing I'm looking at is we have support, support, support. Let's go ahead and drag this trend line up, something like this. So until we break this trend line going to the downside, then I'm assuming that we're gonna get, it's gonna hold support and it's gonna push us up, but this is one of the main lines that I'm watching for a push to the downside. If it does break down, I'd be looking at the previous supports, probably right here and right here. The bottom is sitting at around 2,230, and then if we break that one going to the downside, I've also been looking at 1780 for a long time too, which is the previous bottom over here. If we zoom out and go to the daily time frame, I think we still have some pretty big downtrends that we have to get through. Let's go ahead and draw them out real quick. We had resistance, resistance, resistance. There's actually a couple different ones. We have one that starts at the top, something like this. This is on the daily time frame. Then we have another one like that. Then we have another one, maybe something like this. And then you can probably even argue we have another one right here that we're breaking right now, because let's go ahead and delete this one and this one for right now, because we had all this resistance right there. It was basically forming a trend. We broke that right now, and we're also breaking the daily 9 moving average. Let's go ahead and delete everything. Basically, until we break these trend lines going to the upside, then I'm kind of being bearish, but it does look like we're breaking this first one right here, this first one right here. The next one that I'm looking at is from this resistance and this resistance. Let's see what happens maybe at this red line. If we get rejected and come down, have to retest this uptrend, or if we break through, and then we have the next one to look at. In general, I just think these are one step at a time kind of things. If we break through this one, then we can look to the next step. Once we get here, then we'll kind of have a spot to at least look for possible resistance, because we had resistance in the past. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, we had some resistance right here. That's what I'm mainly looking at. And then we also had this trend line right here and right here pushing us down. It kind of lines up with that area right here. So that's the way I'm looking at it. I do like the way this green volume is popping off right now, though. It is kind of I don't know, showing a little bit of strength right now. And then the other thing, like I was saying when I started, we have this trend line right here that we kind of broke right now. We have this bottom trend line in the smaller time frame. On this 4-hour time frame, it kind of looks like we're getting a breakout right now. I'm kind of curious still. We do have this green volume candles coming in. I put in a small order here at the breakout. Let's see what happens, if it's just a fake out and push down, or if we continue to head up. Like I said, I'm still watching these bottoms over here and over here. I don't know which one we probably have to look at. Let's see. We are breaking one trend we are breaking one downtrend right now. So I don't know. The more we break these downtrends, the less confident I'm going to be on that limit order down there. We still have this one, which is a pretty big one right here. Let's see what happens when we come into this next one, maybe at around 2,880. That's what I'm kind of thinking. We could also do this one more thing. We have this triangle pattern. Since we are breaking it to the upside, I guess we already looked at this, but this is the other thing that I'm looking at, dragging from the top to the bottom right there. This gives us something like that to watch as well. Kind of lines up with this resistance like I was talking about, around 2,900. What do you guys think though? Do you guys think we're going to get rejected and we're going to head down, or do you guys think we are starting to reverse and we're going to start hitting, I don't know, just start to reverse and start to move back to the upside? Let me know in the comments. You guys should check out my Discord, join the conversation, the crypto conversation over there. If you're new to trading, check out this video right here. It's a video about when I buy and when I sell. It can explain some of the things that might be in this video that you might want more detail about. Alright, if you guys liked the video, hit that thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.